I went to the coaches at the school. I ain't gonna lie. I said, y'all don't got no other uniform. Hey, you think I'm lying? Y'all know I do shit. Hey, y'all ain't got no long pants.
Y'all ain't got no basketball shorts for them?
Yeah, y'all some hooping shorts. Y'all need some extra larges out here. Everybody's getting a smaller size than they need.
No, for real.
Shit.
Here's the thing. It's just us.
Just us pod.
We back.
Yep. Week off.
Needed for me.
Needed for all of us. We're gonna start. We need to talk about having those what they call it, refreshers. Those mental breaks. You know, because this stuff take a lot, man. I don't think we not the only ones that probably take a week off, even if it's 1 week out of 2 months.
Yeah. No, I mean I think that's kind of why I see a lot of people
fall off.
Well, shooting in seasons. You know what I'm saying? So
that I'm not a fan of.
Like, but it makes sense. It makes sense because like if you put out a bunch and you put the work in, if you shoot 2 episodes, you know, a season can hold you over for a while. But I think for us, I mean, the most that we can do consecutively, I'm gonna keep doing them.
I like the
these little weeks here and there.
I like the consecutive shows that we do because it keeps us current. It keeps us, fresh. It keeps us our mind like moving and churning and figuring it out basically. Because I feel like when those people do them in seasons, I don't see no growth really.
Yeah.
To me, and then when it come back, it be super fresh. And they talking about, they hadn't grown any to me.
And then I think also when they take seasons like that, they take some time off, you miss out on certain events that take place within it as well. And then when you go back and try to talk about it, that shit outdated and people
outdated.
Probably done moved on already.
100%.
That's one thing for us, even though we shoot weekly, I wish we shot probably multiple times per week. I know our schedules don't always make it permissible, but I wish we did so we don't get to certain topics too late. Yeah.
I like that. I like the fact that y'all you thinking about that because eventually it's gonna come to a point. Y'all know we working on like our mindset and our goals. Like we're working for this to actually be what we're doing, right? And I honestly believe that we have an opportunity like in front of us to actually go there. Yeah. So when that time comes for us to really be doing this 2 times, 3 times a week or as many times or whatever.
Right.
Like, I hope we have the space and the mental capacity.
The energy.
And the energy and the want to still be able to come up here and,
for a fact.
And talk and do what we do, bro, because this shit takes a lot. Because people don't understand. We still human. We still got lives. We still got shit going on. Yeah. As do anybody else who probably starting a podcast or doing things like this. You know what I mean?
And then not only that, like, we gotta work. This ain't our yet. It's not our means to provide yet. So we have to go to work, then come home,
be fathers,
and
then come
be brothers,
be
all
this, and then do a podcast. So
and then do the podcast
to the point where it becomes the first point, our main focus or our main means of income. Then we can, like move forward.
My son having a birthday party right now.
Yeah, you had to be here.
Hey. The understanding got to be there. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You got to understand that we trying to build something. We're not just here. This is not a hobby for either of us. We're not just setting up these cameras and these microphones and doing this talking just to say, let's get out and go do something as a team. Nah, we're really working towards something. But
and we definitely got plans.
Definitely got plans. Just Us Pod, episode 35. I am Fabian. To the right of me,
Ken.
To the right of him,
600-day Dan.
600 days.
600 fucking days, bro. I say
exactly to the day.
Exactly to the day. I say we go celebrate with a drink right now.
Hey man, I bought a bottle when I came.
I got a bottle of water.
Hey, I bought a bottle. I told him when he told me earlier. I bought a bottle on the way here because I know it's Saturday. So I got to get my little taste.
Is there any point where you feel like you will get a drink as a means of celebration, or are you just gonna celebrate and just gonna continue to drink? Was there anything else outside of no drinks that you would kill that streak for as far as taking a drink? Nothing?
No.
Kids graduating?
And no. And that's the crazy part because, like, when I realized today was 600, right? Immediately the way my mind works is, how do you celebrate? You fucking drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was, I was joking about it earlier with a couple people here and there, but nah, I'm cool.
And you don't have, how are the moments where you have where it's like, I want to fucking drink right now?
Yeah,
you still have those
all the time, bro.
All the time,
all
real
the time.
prevalent, like
all
super.
the time.
Okay.
It was probably 3 days this week where I was like, bro, I would love to have a drink right now. Yeah.
What do you do in those moments? What does it take your mind? Like, how do you think about or get away from it?
So definitely, this week in particular, I would say the nicotine has spiked a little bit this week.
So indulging in one vice way more to keep it away from that vice.
For
okay.
sure. But no, I mean, like for today, instead of going the route of, drinking or whatever, I ran 8 miles. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow I plan on doing another 8, if not 10. So just kind of keeping myself busy, filling a void somewhere else.
You just ate nonstop?
Yeah.
Or yeah? That's tough.
And about 2 of them miles, I didn't even realize my music wasn't on. Lost in the run, bro. Lost in the run.
I can't do that. I ain't gonna hold you. I could give you probably a quarter of a mile nonstop. I might be able to get to half a mile nonstop. Yeah. But that you saying that leads me to another point. Like I just went back to the gym Thursday, right? And I told y'all, I text y'all. I did a little too much. Yeah, the little ACL knee right here, boy, that boy aching. But I was gonna hit the gym again, but I hit my I guess you call him my brother-in-law or my boy. He's a boxer. Mm-hmm. He's a professional boxer, but not on a very big stage. But that don't take away from the work they put in. I hit him, went to the gym with him this morning. Boy, hey man, them boxers. That training, that shit ain't no bitch, boy. I swear to God.
We talked about this a little before you got here, man. That's how you burn your. Next week, you gonna go so hard, and you just started. Next week, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
No, don't say that.
You gotta pace yourself, bro. Huh? You've went so hard
in 2 days.
In 2 days,
but it's not me meaning to go hard. The gym on my own was more so like I could have went a little bit more. Right?
Mm-hmm. You needed somebody to push you.
That was it. Yeah. But that boxing, man, that coach say, like, just the basics of put me in the right stance, throwing a punch the correct way, and doing it constantly for a period of time hurts.
Dang.
But you don't realize, like, it'll have, even though he runs, it'll hurt him too.
Nah, bro.
I promise you, bro. I promise you. But when he put me on that heavy bag, it was like, we're going to hit you 4 rounds for like a minute.
Nah.
Keep punching?
Punching.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he say.
He was trying to train you to fight Javante Davis?
Man, look. Hey, that shit hurt.
Hey, they got soft out here. Wait. You just punch it like that.
He say, how you feeling? I say, I went and sat down. For the next two rounds, they kept going. The boxers kept going. I sat down.
Bro, you can't.
Lightheaded and everything. Okay. No, I know when to stop. Trust me.
Okay, this is what I want to ask you. When was, before you started back working out, before these 2 days?
The little rec league I was in last year.
Last year was the last time you did any super physical, like, workout activity.
Rec league I was in last year. Church league.
And the first 2 days you worked out, the first day.
I worked out here and there in between but anything close to that level, that church league I was in.
So we're going to say over a year ago, and the first thing you do is you in the gym with the rope.
Battle rope.
That's crazy. That's nonsense.
But how do you?
We got to stay off Instagram.
I'm not. No, that wasn't my inspiration. I'm just doing this for me.
Right. What you was about to ask? How do we?
I don't even know.
What triggered you to start?
It's just been on my mind. That's me, bro. Like, stuff would be on my mind for a while. Yeah. What I need to do, and either life will put me there where I'm forced to do it, or I'm tired of being lackluster or in that particular thing. Like, enough is enough. You're going to say, hey, I need to be disciplined with spending money. Either you're going to be broke as hell and you got to save, or you're just going to be tired you're going to be broke to the point where you can't spend, or you're going to be tired of being broke. So you're going to have to save your money and find something else to do.
100%. I can attest to that.
I'm tired of being out of shape and, being sick. And
I'm tired of my thighs rubbing together.
Hey, I'm like that too. I'm like that too, but working out been on my mind like 2 years. I still ain't did it.
Oh,
You'll get there.
Eventually, because like you said, you get tired, bro. You just get tired making clothes work. You get tired of feeling a certain way after you do shit. You just get tired, bro. Like, I don't know. I get it, though.
Yeah.
100%. I understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is just...
That's all it is. Because another thing that drove me to that, I was thinking, like, we at an age where you just can't bounce back like you're a little kid no more, right?
Nah, that shit's over
So
with.
now, it's more prevalent now that we work out. Just to like, and I was thinking one way in order to be wealthy is your health, right?
Yep.
And to accommodate that, like, even though you work crazy, like, you still have to find a way to be able to take care of yourself physically.
Yeah.
I agree with that, being healthy is wealthy, bro, because when you look around, a lot of the people who have shit or are very wealthy or maintain great lifestyles, they're healthy, bro. When I say healthy, I mean their physical look and just what they do. And a lot of it is...
Lipo?
Huh? You said lipo? I'm not getting no fucking lipo.
I don't care how much money I
but
get.
I just think that the first step is, before you even work out, like, eating correctly.
I do that too.
You know what I'm saying? I think when you start there, you'll be amazed at how much weight. Because a lot of times I'd be like, I'm not going into an episode feeling full and all, and I just stop eating how I eat that week, and I feel way different. I even look different. I can tell.
My problem is I wouldn't say that I eat terribly. I just don't eat enough.
That's always been my issue. I cannot eat in the morning. I can't. I don't know. No, for real. That's always been my issue, bro. Like, but when I eat, like I do it, I'll go overboard. Like, let me get 2 burritos and the number 6. Like, seriously, bro. Like,
you pull up to the window, they looking in the car like, who else?
That's true though.
Nah, they at the house. Them burritos be gone before I get out the parking lot.
It's not buying it from coworkers.
Nah.
It's
I got
my
going
day
back to work.
But that makes sense though, because I hit Taco Cabana a couple weeks ago and got the little Mexican pizza and a nacho. And I was like, hold on.
And you
I
ate
ate the nachos and I was kind of full. But then I got a whole Mexican pizza over here. Like, I'm not finna waste that.
Yeah,
I ate it. Full as hell for no reason.
No reason.
And I ain't even need it.
And after you finish, you're like,
I ain't need to eat all that
I ain't
shit.
need to eat all this shit. You full, you miserable.
And I drank the drink.
Oh, that's crazy. I know you probably shit right away. I know that drink pushed that right out. Taco Cabana, that's super crazy.
Nah, it was good.
You did it for Hispanic Heritage Month?
Nah, I just drove by and that's what I wanted. That's fat as hell, but that's what happened.
So we had a couple notes.
How do y'all feel about a first date at Taco Cabana?
First date at Taco Cabana, man, that's dope to me. I like Mexican
Them
food.
flautas be hard, bro.
Hey.
Nah, for real. Like, you can.
They got margaritas now too.
Yeah.
They got alcohol.
Man, they got the big drink.
Nah,
That
I
bit
mean,
like that
the reason I ask is, there's a lot of discussion about what is the proper venue for a first date, right? And I'm sure y'all saw it, but there's a clip that went, or TikTok, whatever it was, that went viral. The chick was pissed off that her dude was taking her to the Cheesecake Factory.
Was it her dude?
I guess.
Or was some guy she was dating?
I don't know. Whatever it was. But what I did find funny was they said afterwards it came out that she was the reason they missed the reservation for the original spot. So he had to, kind of resort to going to Cheesecake Factory. But, like, what's wrong with Cheesecake Factory, bro?
Listen, man. First of all, that lady in said video is a piece of shit. She's never gonna have somebody who really loves her for real, because she's a piece of shit. Listen, man, it's all preference based, right? I don't feel like nothing's wrong with going on a first date to the Cheesecake Factory. Have discussions, talk, figure out what someone likes. If it's early on and y'all are just dating, you are just courting her, whatever the case may be. Take hints, ask her certain questions so you can find out things that she like. But to just be boldly obnoxious and a bitch about going to this restaurant that he took his time out. This dude even got out the car and was about to open the door.
Yeah.
Like you said, we eventually found out that they were only even going there because she was the late one, like by an hour or something. She's a piece of shit person, bro. She's an ain't shit person.
I think that, some of the let's say some of the women on social media have been discussing this and saying that you should put some effort into planning the first date, right? And there's a couple things that come to mind on something like that. The success rate on hitting after taking somebody to Cheesecake Factory is just as high as taking somebody to Del Friscos.
Higher.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for us, why do I need to put effort into it?
Yeah.
One. Second, bro, why am I going to do all that? And then we go and the place is mid and now we both pissed off and it ruins the conversation. I'm going to play it safe.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to somewhere that I know is solid and I'm going to carry the vibe.
Yeah.
But I do think that that's another issue on men's behalf, right? Is a lot of people these days, a lot of dudes these days don't know how to have a conversation on the date.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, I kind of see why women are a little shell-shocked behind it, but
I still don't. I get what you're saying, and yes, you're right. Men cannot hold conversations anymore. You could just tell by the presence that they hold on social media. And I know it's cliche, but social media, you get a lot from a person by their social media.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you may say, oh, you don't know me just by the stuff I post. Yes, we do. Some of this is some truth behind some of this. And we can see through this glass. Like, you trying to paint the picture, but no. These are some of y'all real feelings because we're on social media. I honestly believe that women are taking it that way because they're not even going on dates anyway. And this whole don't show me this lifestyle or don't show me this
if you can't
keep up or you can't sustain what you showed me. Man, listen. Instagram got what Kanye said? Instagram got your viz. Instagram got your viz. That's the problem. That's the whole problem right there. Social media has allowed these women to say Cheesecake Factory is not a good first date. Because if there's no social media, Cheesecake Factory would be full just like it was in years past. Red Lobster would be full just like it was in years past. Oh, but if you ain't spinning the bag or if you ain't taking a sign out in front of Del Frisco sign or Steak 48 sign, you ain't going on no live date. Like, the date wasn't good. Yeah. Bro, stop making it about the ambiance and where you're at. That's not a date to me. You're making the date the restaurant. The date is me and you, the vibes that we have, the conversations that we're holding, and the things that we're talking about. Like, how can I even figure out if I like you if I got to spend $400 on you the first time I take you out?
Right.
I'm already skeptical. I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep on spending $400.
Yeah, because exactly. And on our side, it's like, is this all she is looking for?
And I'm not
like
even
it makes you think.
Unless I'm the one like, hey, I want to take you out, put on something nice. Let's go here. If I'm doing that, that's on me. But for it to be an expectation or for you to turn your nose up, if I say, hey, you want to go to Cheddar's tonight? And it's early on and you turning your nose up, oh, I got an issue.
Yeah.
Damn, what's wrong with Cheddar's?
Nah, you bugging if you don't go to Cheddar's.
Bro, them croissants crazy.
Fire.
Like, what's wrong with, like, if you turn your nose up at that, I really start looking
and they
at
got,
you.
like, some of these quote-unquote cheaper places or not as popular places have some great drinks, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Cheddar's got some fire
Reasonable
drinks.
prices.
Don't Cheddar got the painkiller?
Yeah. Reasonable prices.
And you can only drink like 2 of them, so I know they can get you messed up.
Man, listen, man.
But my thing is, like y'all was just saying, like, I'm not taking you to a very expensive place on the first date because I don't know you that well. I got to get to know you to make sure I still like you. Me personally, I'm gonna take you somewhere that's more so fun as opposed to because I gotta see like you're a fun person to be with. If we go bowling and you just out there just barely throwing the ball and like you acting all prissy, you ain't for me.
Somebody, I think when we were discussing it, somebody was like, "Oh, I hate bowling. Bowling is no damn."
Yeah.
Like, what is good these days?
Like you were saying, Instagram, everybody's going out as an image. And let me play not even devil advocate, but let me just take it like this. All right, now I do take you out to an expensive place, you know, and if my objective is to have sex with you, I'm probably more than likely than not, if you don't like me, I'm not going to have sex with you. Now I just spent $350, $400 on a date, and you got somebody back at the crib, 9 inches the ding dong, knocking the bottom out your ass.
Come over there with 3 egg rolls, some Jack in the Box,
Exactly.
and beat the walls up. Bro.
Exactly. So I'm not taking that type of loss.
I'm just not about to take a woman out and spend $350, $400 just for you to post me with an emoji over my face, just for you to have the caption first date kind of nervous. Like, it's all social media, bro.
And you ain't finna save me in your phone as free meal.
Like,
You know
we're
what's
not doing that, baby.
The dates that I've been on, specifically with my wife, right, at these bigger
chain restaurant.
Yeah, like these quote unquote fancier restaurants. Bro, we not even touching our phones. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we there.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one, and it ain't even open no more, was Mr. People's. Mr. People's right there in Midtown was probably the best vibe that was. It's where I could see the argument, right? It was like the place needs to be the vibe. To me, that was like a dope ass
100%.
romantic vibe, bro. Everything else is just like, all right, bro.
But what really kills me is everybody hollering about it's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe, right?
You're the vibe.
Everybody's looking for a vibe, but y'all looking for the vibe until, you know what I'm saying, you want to have that specific date or you want to go out to a certain place. Like, the vibe is gone out the window when when your meal is getting paid for.
I just said it. I said it again. Why is the vibe the place?
Exactly.
That is not the vibe.
The vibe is the chemistry that you're trying to build
Now,
with this person.
if you're saying you want to figure out what the vibe is between us in a nice ambiance, okay, that's different.
You can still do that at places that's not $300,
we can go to Papados and spend $125.
Same
Drinks.
Nice
You
atmosphere.
turn your nose up. We can't go to Papados.
You can go to the aquarium.
Nice. What'd you say?
Go to the aquarium. Oh,
No, the aquarium. That's what I'm saying. Nice. Sit over the thing. You looking at the big old nice fishing. But people turn up the man.
All I know is, like, first date wise, I would never be able to do anything competitive.
Oh no.
Because you ain't gonna win.
No. I'm not, and I'm not gonna let you.
Like, my
We
date,
going to shoot
Like
pool.
bowling?
anything.
I'm
She
kicking
not
your
winning.
ass. Fuck you.
I'm talking about my date. Like, if I go on the first date,
I thought you saying like
nah, we can't
you gonna
do
lose on
nothing
purpose.
competitive. Nah,
You want to
Oh,
go?
nah.
You want to go shoot
I'm
pool?
embarrass you.
No.
You better hit
To
your
this
ball
day.
in the first day.
To this day,
First time.
my wife will not play games with me, bro. To this day, she will not.
You want to go bowling? You better knock all your pins down because I'm going for strikes, baby. Every time I bowl.
Yes, sir.
Fred
And don't be
Flintstone out there,
intimidated when I'm gonna let you go first, and when you see me stand up and I throw the little curveball down the lane. Man, I saw some social media really ruining shit. They say if he go bowling on the first date, he a hoe. Or if he could curve the ball, he a hoe. I mean, he take all his dates there. That ain't true.
Social media.
I just happen to pick the skill up on my own. I'm self-taught.
Social media is doing it to them, and they don't even realize it, bro. And this is what I'll say, and we're gonna talk about Tupac having alopecia. R.I.P. to dead man. That is crazy.
Bro, if we gonna have any type of Jada Pickett, I'm walking out. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to either, but I mean,
We gotta
Before we go all the way that way, right? What I've been noticing, like with my daughters, right? Both of my daughters, happy birthday, Joe. Turned 14 yesterday. Love you, baby. But I got a fucking bone to pick, bro.
with who?
I appreciate the fact that my daughters are not like super. What's the like?
Girly?
They don't give like gold digger vibes, right?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you how I noticed this. So yesterday, I pop up. Surprise! She wasn't expecting me to come, and she wasn't expecting her gift this week, right? Bought her a MacBook for her birthday, right? Cool. We chilling. She's like, "Daddy, you think you could take me to go pick up my gift from my boyfriend?" All right, cool. Of course, her friends, everybody jumps in the truck because they all want to go, right? So boom, drive down the street, go pick that up. This motherfucker was happier about them flowers and the candy from this little boy
And she was the MacBook.
than she was about the MacBook, bro.
Hey,
And I even hit the boy mama up and was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm hating. The fucking flowers, like, and she just super ecstatic over that
your
shit.
time is almost up, G. Time is almost up. Hey, what they say? It's the little things.
Yeah,
It's the little
It's
things.
the little things, brother.
Oh, that's all right. Wait till next birthday.
Man,
Get her as a bag of gummy worms. Happy birthday.
She gonna talk to you for a week then.
But what's funny is the other one, the oldest, she counting everything. How much money did you get? She's like, y'all better remember this on my birthday. Right? Shut up, man.
no, for real. That's how I go. Bro, that reminds me that now that you said that. So y'all know I told y'all my daughter switched schools, right? Mm-hmm. So her previous school, she was into some stuff. She was never into, high school drama, right? She switches schools. So her previous school has homecoming this past week. She goes to the homecoming dance. I didn't know. I wasn't aware of this. I'm at work. I get a text message. Dad, why is such and such outside at the gate with some little girls and their shoes off waiting for me? Mind you, this is a little girl who she was best friends with, like Ace Boone Coons.
Mm-hmm. This is at homecoming game or dance?
Homecoming game.
Okay.
She can't go to the dance because she no longer goes to the school. So this is at the game. I say, don't go walk towards that gate. Let me know when you find the officer. So I text her mom, hey, where are you? She goes, I'm at my mom's. I just took Layla to the game. Yeah, Layla just texted me. Yeah, she texted me too. Okay, cool. So fast forward, the police and, her other friend and their mom walk her out the gate. Layla texts me. I say, so what happened? What's going on? She tells me her and the little girl fell off earlier this year, like in July, about something that she was saying about Layla at the old school because the girl still goes to the old school, right? But I told Layla, hey, me and you talked about this early on. We talked about this when you were in 8th grade, when you were having issues with little girls in 8th grade. All of these little girls are not going to follow you. You're not going to have these friends for the entirety of your life. You're seeing it unfold right now. We've already had the conversation. Let it go. You fine. You safe. It's cool. But I also told you don't need to be back in those environments.
Yeah.
You left that school for a reason, right? So her mom tells me she texts the girl's mom. The girl's mom ended up calling her. Jasmine sent me the text, what she said. She basically said, hey, I don't know what's going on, but this is what took place. I don't need my daughter being harmed. Cool. The little girl mom, this is where it got tricky, and this is where I told, Layla's mom, like, everybody hasn't matured and grown like we have. That's why I don't really like being in those type of situations because I'm going there. Yeah. Like, it's up for me. Like, whatever happens, because I'm going all the way there for my child. The lady tells Layla mom, oh, my daughter's shoes was too small. That's why she had her shoes off at the gate. See, you one of them parents, I'm going to have to go there.
Oh, we all stupid. Huh?
Oh, everybody's stupid. Like, everybody crazy. Ah, okay, cool. So she proceeds to then tell Layla's mom, oh, yeah, there's been plenty of stuff I could have called you about that happened via social media or whatever.
But you didn't.
Not even that. Why is that even the conversation? Yeah. We're adults.
Yeah.
I'm calling you about something that could potentially hurt my child. Not words between
Exactly, and that's what I meant.
Children.
That's what I meant by it. Like, if it was that extreme on social media, then you could have called me.
Call me, because I'm going to check
hasn't been that extreme.
That is little girl high school drama.
Yeah.
Your child at the gate with their shoes off with 5 other girls saying they about to do something to my child, totally different.
Yeah.
And your response, oh, your baby's shoes too small. Oh, I could have been called you about stuff that, okay. But again, like I told Layla's mom, hey, everybody ain't made it to where we made it to in life. But everybody don't know. I can go back too. Like, it is what it is. And you telling that story just put me in that mind frame like, you really don't know people until you know people.
Yeah.
You really don't understand people's lives or how they are until you know people.
Yeah. No, my worry is of one day that I'll have to be like, look, I ain't finna argue with your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bring your daddy.
Yeah.
Let me talk to him.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if he ain't around or not.
It's crazy.
He gonna catch these hands for you.
And what's crazy is I don't even want to get violent.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying I'm not. I see your face.
Yeah, God working on me.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm not, and
That'd
I
be my
won't.
first thought.
I don't want to though, because the simple fact is, bro, our kids are about to be adults. What we showing them? What we teaching them? What we want them to do? Bro, y'all got 6 girls waiting outside for my daughter for what?
Yeah.
Probably about a boy or some he said, she said. It probably ain't even nothing.
Worth it.
Nothing that ain't worth it.
Yeah, because had she went outside the gate and didn't handle it the right way, now all these kids got assault charges.
And what's
life
crazy,
damn near ruined.
This is the other part to it. I know my child. I know what's going on. It's
Exactly.
up.
I already know.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just showed y'all, like, when she go out, and it's so super crazy because someone called Layla. Mind you, she went to the school. They're not the only people that she know. Someone called her and said, hey, be careful. They out here waiting on you. Who out here waiting on me? She would have been blindsided. She didn't know. She said she saw some little girls, looking at her funny, but oh well, that's what happens. But that shit just really took me back, like little bitty. I'll do something to you.
Yeah,
I really will.
I'm kind of glad that I don't think mine can fight.
You don't know your children can until it happens.
But let me tell you why. They have one of their parents' smart mouth. I say it like that.
And they can't fight.
I don't know if they can back it up. Right? So I feel like
you're saying you can't fight, but you can talk shit.
That's not what I'm saying. I said one of their parents.
Oh, you not? It's not you.
I'm just saying.
You're
one of us. It's one of us.
You just said it ain't you.
But they also have the level of confidence from one of us too.
That's
so
where it started.
Yeah, like
that's where it started though.
I mean, everybody confident until you get punched.
No, they ain't. No, they ain't. It's a lot of people out here that understand. I really can't fight. I really don't want to fight.
But I'm gonna talk my shit.
No, not even that. But I'm right here, and if they come to me, I gotta do this because unless you just got track shoes on.
Nah, Jada heard me say it too many times. She'll be like, "Dad, I'm gonna press charges." I expect y'all to press charges because my daughter is small, bro. Like she's one of the smallest in her grade.
I ain't finna do all this tussle. Now, I ain't gonna
make
lie.
sure you got you a big friend. Like
second semester, 9th grade, I already knew it was up with my daughter.
Nah, I know what's up with mine too.
Yeah,
both of them little. I done heard in the neighborhood walking down the street. Looked at it. What you looking at? I'll come over there and slide you.
Ooh.
Really?
I think I sent y'all a video, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. G hit her with one of them. I said, ooh.
Yeah,
that would hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm not proud of that. I'm happy that my child is not going to run from nobody.
Yeah, and she could defend herself.
She can defend herself, but at the same
That's
time.
most important, though.
Yeah, at the same time, I really don't want my little girl or even my sons to have altercations like that because you never know where that type of stuff leads. Even my son had an altercation earlier in the year, and he got to get on a bus with this kid every day. I told him, like, boy, you don't know a flashback, anything can happen. You sitting on a bus, enjoying yourself, all of a sudden, here it come.
Math book across your
head.
You
feel what I'm saying? Like, for real.
They still have math books?
I think they got tablets and all in there. You know, they rich kids.
They sent whole laptops to ours.
Yeah, they got laptops and tablets. They don't even do work out of books no more.
Yeah, they don't even do homework. That's crazy.
But alopecia,
bro.
This is how we can talk about
She's
this.
So crack. She got emotional when Suge gave her the ashes. Like, I mean, we can go all the way, bro.
This is the part I want to speak
I ain't got all the facts. I'm tired.
We could just talk about it in this capacity. You have went through these lengths to really embarrass your then husband or whatever is going on with the relationship, and you said nothing.
Yeah.
You had this man on the red table talk, eyes just blurry and red from talking about the August Alsina, and then you come tell us y'all wasn't even together when you was doing, like, bro.
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Go ahed. I ain't got nothing
She got the right one.
But no, I'm starting to think like they doing it on purpose
to roll up,
bro.
Not only that, it's been like talks of them doing a book together coming up. Like, I don't care. Like, it's Hollywood, bro. They say it's weird stuff happening in Hollywood.
You're right.
Man, at this point, fuck him too. Fuck Will Smith.
Because
I love I Am Legend. I love the show Fresh Prince.
Because what did he just recently come out and say? He said, it doesn't bother him, or he said something to the nature of, I can't remember verbatim, but it was something to the nature like, oh man, it's all right. I can't think about it.
We should have been knowing they was no. I can't say that.
So
we should have been knowing they was loony when the daughter cut all her hair off.
Nah, I mean
She got alopecia too.
She probably was supporting her mom, bro.
You think so?
Maybe. I said probably. I don't
But
really
Jada
know.
ain't been cold since the 90s, to be honest. When she started doing, like, you watched that show Hawthorne? You knew she had a show called Hawthorne?
Yeah, that's the doctor show, right?
Yeah. Did you watch it?
Ain't gonna lie, Jada was kind of cold on Hawthorne.
You watched it?
bro? You tripping?
I think she.
But I'm talking about her career wise.
I think she.
I don't like her now.
I was just finna say she go too
messed her
hard with the
face up.
refills
Yeah,
on the
that-
Botox.
So
She look like a, I don't know.
for me, bro, like I think people have had different or weirder or odder relationships. But I think the problem isn't the situation itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, at the end of the day, that's y'all shit. What y'all want to do, that's what y'all gonna do. But everybody ain't gotta know about it. Like, that's my biggest problem with this, bro. Is like, why am I having to hear about this? Like
Right.
I don't care.
We don't care.
I don't fucking care.
And it's
bro.
like every so many months, she just, it's time to embarrass Will again.
Yeah.
What can I say this time?
And why she gotta always put Tupac in it?
I really think Tupac dying may have impacted her more than anybody in this world. Maybe even more than what's his mom's name? Afeni. Maybe even more than her. I think that really messed her up, bro. I think that's really who she pictured. You know
Her
how? Yes, who she pictured her life with. You know how that one girl stick around for the hood dude, hoping he change his life and settle in and big house, get a nice job. I think that was her dream with Tupac, and it never happened. And it died before it maturated. So she settled for Will.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I think that we, as the consumers, are romanticizing their relationship more than it probably should be.
What you mean romanticizing?
Because I think that
the Jada and Tupac?
Yeah, like, you can have, this is my belief, bro, is you can have a soulmate that you are not necessarily romantic with.
But they were romantic with each other.
For a time.
Yeah.
But didn't seem like it was.
But the way that she describes him and talks about him and
In
never
high
lets
regards.
him,
And
never
super
lets
high
him
regards.
die. Like, even romantic still, she talks about him in that regard. I just feel like
I don't know.
it's super weird, and you have a whole. Well, I don't even know if Will is even her husband, so I can't even say that. Are they still married?
I have no clue.
I don't know. I know my wife couldn't get on no internet and say we ain't married no more.
We're not doing it. We're not. I'm not here for it.
Soon I could be halfway across the world. As soon as I hear about it,
I'm back at it. What gonna
That's
say?
why Will
Back
was
at
over
it?
there jumping off of them bridges and shit.
Nah, for real.
Living his life.
You know what should have happened? When that officer saw her on that bus after they robbed that bank, he should have locked her ass up.
I saw somebody say it should have been her instead of Cleo.
When that officer saw her on that bus, he shouldn't have let her ass go. Ever since she went to Mexico and cut them braids off in that seat, she been tripping. Jada, your ass should have, but she'll just now be getting out of jail for robbing them banks. She should have went and did her time. That officer let her go.
I think she got possessed when she did Tales from the Crypt Demon Night. Old buddy spit all that blood on her and she got possessed. She ain't been right since then.
How y'all feel about Rod Wave climbing up that tower and doing that? Did y'all see that?
I was confused.
I don't know.
What
You see?
happened? No.
So he did a concert.
Which Rod Wave?
You saying which Rod Wave?
Yeah, is there a different one?
We talking about. It should have been a different.
I threw the party of the century Rod Wave.
So he was at a
climbed?
bro, climbed up a wall and did a trust fall.
To who? It was some bodybuilders?
No, it was
like a
he
stunt
bust
man.
and he bust them bitches up. Them bitches went into pieces, bro. You should have seen him getting ready to fall.
He had to build up the courage to do it.
Let me make sure this wall good. What it do?
Yeah.
First of all, first of all, Rod Wave, you don't got no songs to be doing that to. You don't have a single song to even climb up nothing and be falling back.
Man.
This man climbed up the dam and just fell.
I just got really confused.
You got to watch that video.
What would possess him to do that?
I don't know why.
At what point of the show does he do that? Is that like
Is
closing?
that an actual show?
Bro,
Like it's at a concert?
there was thousands of people there. I
He
think
had to
they
do
was
that, like,
confused.
to close the show.
Bro, everybody was just looking like,
Ain't no way you do that type of fall that big and then get up and finish a concert.
this hot, listen. No, he fell to the green room. Ain't no way he got up. No way he got up.
There's
Dust and shit fly up in there.
Bro, he broke that stage into
pictured this
pieces.
3 or 4 times in my head, right? And there's no way that it doesn't end like an anime.
Where it keeps going.
Yeah, or like it just.
They fall through
I don't
the-
understand,
Dude,
bro.
listen, bro.
You gotta
Just
watch
imagine those speakers are his gateway to climb up to the top of that black box.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to the speaker, climbs
down
up
to
the
the
stairs,
carpet.
climbs
Going up to the speaker.
Yeah,
It's high enough
It's
for
too
him.
high for
it's
him.
to him. But he then goes on that speaker.
That stage is too high. for him,
And he
bro.
goes on that as tall as that, bro.
Hey, shout out to you, Rod Wave.
Shout out to you.
Come to the
takes some
podcast.
courage.
Let us know.
But you can tell he did it for what's happening right now. I don't know why he wanted this kind of a clout because his shows sell out.
Yeah.
People love him. I don't know. I
You
guess
think he
he's
do that at every show?
Oh no, that's his last trust fall. That nigga he slipped a disc. Something wrong. Something happened to him. I don't know.
Didn't he have a stage collapse on him or something
Yes,
too?
something
He
happened.
should be
to him
taught to
when he
falling.
Listen, I don't know what. We need to figure out what city he going to next because he gonna be doing that motherfucker sitting down. Ain't no way. You don't even have music for that. All of your songs are like 1 minute 50 seconds long.
I'm still mad at that Great Gatsby song. It was that short, bro.
Yeah, it's hard though, and it should be longer for shit show. You asked a you trying to figure out
Like, why he do that, bro?
You asked a question though, man. What's too young to date for our age? Did you ask that?
Yes.
What prompted you to ask that?
I had asked him a while ago, actually, and I was just asking because 18 is a legal age, right?
I wouldn't give a damn. I ain't fucking with it.
Correct. But you do have people out here. I think I saw
They use that to their advantage,
right.
And they some creeps.
No, what originally made me ask that question, I saw a clip on Instagram like months ago. A dude was saying he preferred like 18 to 20-year-old women, and he was like pushing 40. That's disgusting.
I just
So
feel
I'm
like that's
asking,
Preferring them is crazy.
that's wild.
For
right?
what?
He said he
to
preferred them.
prefer
To
that is
prefer,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's like he can already like manipulate them, and you're sick, you're a weirdo, and you're a piece of shit. Yeah. But I'm just asking because, like it has to be for us. We're all 35, right? Mm-hmm. Neither one of us want a woman that young, right?
I'm 30. I'm 30-ish.
All of us are 35.
27.
You can be 36 in like a month and a half. But
Quick, it's coming up, brother.
Yeah, fast.
Fight.
So, but like, I think for me, even though I'm married, hypothetically speaking, if I was to go date a woman, I'd have to say it no younger than 28.
Here's my answer.
Maybe, and that's pushing it.
Pushing it 28.
Yeah, 28 is pushing it for me.
Here's my answer to this. The first is a part 1A and 1B. 1A is I could do 25, but 25 and up. But I don't like how much that class of women caps. Like people don't know, but I be knowing.
Yeah.
But I just gone on about my business because the minute you have a disagreement or the minute you go back and forth, not even really can go back and forth, but indulge in a conversation about what women are going, you sassy, right? Mm-hmm. So even to negate that, I don't even do it. But when I say cap, these 25 to 28, 25 to 28, they be so cap. So cap, bro. And I know in my bones that they be capped, but you cannot, for the life of you, say anything about it because now you the bad person. Like now you out here hating or you just
You know, all washed up.
Yeah, you watched them. You said, bro, I know y'all are cap. That's why I can't deal with y'all. I know y'all be out here cap. That's why there it is. That's the word. My patience.
Patience. You
Ain't got no patience for it.
And I think it's the same.
Ain't got no patience for it.
You ain't lived enough.
Yeah. You just
ain't been through nothing yet.
If I was 30 today, I probably could deal with.
You could deal with it.
Right? Yeah, I can look over, but it's certain shit right now that I'm just not looking over.
Yeah.
I just ain't looking.
I agree.
I think that there's the rules and then there's the exceptions.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is I want somebody that is mature enough to interact with. And the reason I say the exception is because sometimes you do see a very mature 22, 23-year-old, like mentally matured, right? So I guess, I mean, if I was out there looking like that, like maybe I wouldn't go for something that young knowingly, but
if you ran across it and it matched your vibe, you probably wouldn't say, oh, she's too young. I get that, but for me, this is my 1B that I didn't get to say. The first part was the cap part and the patience and all that, but this is the 1B for me. And I think we was on live one night and I showed y'all young woman looked real nice. She real nice teeth, real nice skin, thick.
Man, I forgot her name. But
I can't think of her name, but she looked real nice. I was on that.
Yeah.
And then she said her age.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm gone. I think she was like 23 or something. And this is the part though. This is my 1B. I always say this and I'm continuous, bro. I got a daughter that's 16.
Yep.
And it's just too weird for me, bro. Like, I don't want a 35-year-old man to be courting my 23-year-old daughter. Dude, you've done way too much. And here's another big piece too. If you don't have like responsibilities at a certain age that make you more mature.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not necessarily saying have children. I'm not necessarily saying have bills. I'm saying responsibilities that make you understand that life is not a game. You know what I'm saying?
You have to at least understand what life is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just not a game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This shit ain't for play out here.
Yeah.
And I just feel like a woman that's, for me at 35, a woman that's 22, 23, if it presented itself, if I felt like she was mature enough, yes, because she's legal, on some one night it just happened type, I wouldn't feel bad. But I'm just not out here searching for no 22, 23-year-old. I ain't fucking around with it.
Yeah.
Because you fuck around and like, all right, this motherfucker's grown. Like you said, you hit her with a one-nighter, you gonna find out she's 23 till...
Yeah. Because the experience that you done been through and what you... Now, granted, there's some young women out here that done been through it. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't finna just go out here and lay hammer down and think you just... Because she young... There's some motherfuckers who done been through it now.
Yeah.
But just your average 23-year-old, 24-year-old who you run into and you slam it, you probably understand that, oh yeah, you ain't never seen that trick before.
Right.
So yeah, you ain't really up there in age. So I ain't with it though. I'm cool.
A few years ago, it was some years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago. Like literally. And it was before I met my wife. I had intercourse with a young lady, and fast forward, not to today, but still in the past, fast forward from that day, the young lady had a birthday. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is she still so young?
You didn't know?
No. Like, it wasn't an underage thing when I had messed with her, but she was still of age. But at this time, I was like 32, maybe 30, somewhere around that age, right?
When y'all had...
No. When me and her messed around, I was 29, 30.
Okay.
Right?
And then you was 32 at the time when you saw the birthday.
And I was
how old was she turning?
Like 25 or something like that.
Oh, shit. So, yeah.
So
26. You probably was 30 and she was like 21.
She was still pretty young, like 22, somewhere around there. And I was like, I felt bad at that moment. I was like, what the fuck?
But see, that's one of those moments where we just talked about where you just...
And she had kids already, too.
And you honestly just didn't know.
Exactly.
Some women carry themselves like that. And it's sad to say, like, Y'all didn't even try to figure out the age at the time y'all was
Exactly.
around. But
I knew she was of age, but it wasn't like.
So something very similar to this, right? So you know how sometimes you log into TikTok, you see that somebody viewed your profile and shit like that, and you just
bunch of kids you run shit.
You go and you start looking, right?
Bunch of kids.
But then you vet through like the profile pictures, and you're like, okay, let me see what this is. Let me see what this is, right? So there are a lot of women out here that definitely look young.
oh yeah,
Right?
That are
So
older.
if I don't see any alcohol on your post, I'm gonna scroll through to find the birthday post where you have the
'Cause you have a
balloons.
birthday
You have
You
to.
definitely have the balloons,
Yep.
or in the caption you
Yep.
put chapter 32 or
Yep.
whatever
Yeah.
it is, right? If I don't see none of that, guess what? Boop, right
Hey,
back off.
Listen,
I
Not for a
ain't- I
fact.
ain't doing
one
it.
time it happened to me, bro. I get on TikTok and I see the profile. They doing a little whatever they doing, but the make me hotter, doop doop.
Yeah.
I said, God damn.
Fine.
Went to the page, I'm scrolling. Shit, goddamn, girl. Shit, I ain't doing no liking though. I'm just looking. Shit, goddamn, girl. Got to the goddamn balloons. 19. Oh Lord,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Quick. Yeah.
I got heebie jeebies.
You feel terrible,
Like,
bro.
right now, I'm getting heebie jeebies. I'm
So men,
swear to God.
Yeah.
man, that's just a
bro.
little tip for y'all, man. Like go
for that
to the
birthday.
page.
That
It's
shit-
all right,
hey,
bro.
and
I'd rather
16.
you do that and look like a creep and play it safe
Yes.
than to shoot your shot and you find out the bitch ain't.
And I feel bad for even having like the profile view shit on TikTok because you go, well, there ain't nothing on my page anyway to tell me. It ain't nothing but gaming clips.
Hey, run Ken's TikTok follow
Yeah,
us,
a lot
bro.
though,
Come on,
'cause
let's go.
I'm gonna start posting some videos and
Yeah,
some
man.
content on
Post
there
some
outside of the
content.
video game shit. But back to what y'all was saying, like you have to go on there. You say you look for alcohol. I look for tattoos.
Tattoos is tough though.
It does, but usually
Yeah,
they're
I'll give
at
you that.
least 18, right? Not saying I still look if you're 18, but and I try to look like for maturity in the face, but that don't always
That
because
shit don't, because all of these filters and makeup,
filters and shit.
That shit don't.
And then I look for kids and
That's my number one.
yeah,
See if you got some kids on here.
Yeah.
Make sure it ain't your little brother or sister too.
and I got to look for stretch marks. That don't always tell either
yeah,
because.
dude. you ain't in your teens and got stretch marks unless you was fat when you was 9.
But that don't always tell.
It's
My
not an
wife don't have
indicator.
stretch marks
Yeah,
on
okay.
her stomach.
That's an
And
indicator.
and we got 5 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boy, y'all some hoes. Fuck off me, bitch.
I didn't.
But yeah,
we didn't mean that.
but yeah, birthday. Yeah, you gotta look for the birthday post.
Yeah, you gotta go vet them pages.
We get
bro.
it, fellas. It's hard. We on y'all side. Not y'all that's really weirdos and creeps that really talk to a girl that age, but the ones that's been on the page and seen the girls like, oh, she too young. You not weird for that, bro. Like
Nah,
it happens. These women.
happens.
Some of these women really look, even the older women, they really look young and they still look good.
Yeah.
But go vet the page. That happened to me one time, and to your point, I get the vetting. Let me go through here and before. All right, it look good, but let me make sure.
Matter of fact, me and you talked about one day. We're not gonna talk about the young lady because she's a star in Hollywood. But I told you I was like, nah, bro, she's still young. And you was like, nuh-uh. And you scrolled and you seen her age. My boy face got serious. He ain't talked for like the next 5 minutes. He swiped off, and you wasn't there. You wasn't part of the conversation.
Bro, because
the young lady she's pretty. Nah, I don't want to say the wrong thing.
so taken back, like
why she's so young?
this is crazy, and I feel.
And we not saying that like we actively looking on there trying to see who we gonna shoot.
Nah.
We just want to make sure that if we do hit follow, I'm not following no kids
Because
bro.
we
I'm
still
not
like
following-
attractive women.
And
You know what I'm saying?
it's still a kid app, even though y'all be doing some bullshit on there as adults.
Them be the
y'all
real
need
ones.
to check y'all self.
Yeah.
The women who are really women on there wilding out, y'all need to check it. Nah, not everybody. Keep on twerking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro.
I'm not saying don't stop the twerking.
That water challenge
but I'm
hard.
saying it be some
I ain't even
other
done that
wild
shit,
shit on there, like
Yeah.
too far. Like y'all be on there in your 2-piece bikinis on live with your whole print. Like, come on, man, you're doing too much.
Too much, yeah.
Look at this. It's like, I'm cool.
I done seen
I'm
a
cool
whole
with that.
porno on my TikTok. I don't even know how I got past, bro.
Oh, porno?
Like, it was some kids, I guess, was watching a screen with like a flick going in the background, and somebody was recording them watching it.
See?
And I was like, how is this on here? And
That's crazy.
I swiped past and double take, like, what?
That's why they had the owners of TikTok in the U.S. on trial because shit like that.
Yeah.
Y'all need to cut y'all bullshit. For real, y'all doing way too much.
Yeah.
Man,
go ahead.
have y'all went on what you was about to say?
There was a topic from another podcast that I wanted to
Let's
discuss.
dive into it.
So this topic was regarding, in a nutshell, like, should you be telling your kids about their other parent, basically, right? So the picture was painted that this lady, I don't remember if they were married or they were just together, but the kid's father used to beat her, used to take advantage of her, and was very abusive, emotional, physical, all of that, right? So they were asking, should that be something that, as a mother, she is explaining to let's just say it's a girl, like to her daughter, that men are like this. Specifically, this is what I went through with your dad. But I'll also say that the lady made it very clear that he is a good dad, though. It's tricky, no?
You sounded very Hispanic when you said that.
No, yeah.
Wow. So, still with the dad?
No.
Okay, now with
You know
the dad.
what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You heard it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear it. So, how did the baby end up in the pit? How did she still? Were they together at one point?
They was together, and he would do some of these things while she was carrying the baby, while she was pregnant.
Okay, so they were together. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Tough conversation, obviously, but you need to, because if he do that to me or to her mom, who's to say he wouldn't do that to his daughter? I'm not saying people can't change, but that's your child.
Yeah.
And it's your duty, it's your right, it's your honor to protect that child at all costs.
Yeah.
And if that's from a stranger or your father or your mother, you must do it. You're no longer with this father for a reason. And that reason being he took advantage of you, he abused you, he did all of these cruel things to you. And if he wants a relationship with you, if he wants to be around you and I'm not there, or he wants to have a relationship, I need to let you know that, hey, this is the man who I remember. I don't know who this man is, but I cannot neglect him, and I will not neglect him of his daughter. But I'm going to tell you about this to protect you.
At what age
100%.
should that conversation be had?
As early as they can understand it. My personal opinion. Because a man like that with mannerisms and foul play like that, two women don't give a damn about age. It ain't about age to them. So as early as they can understand, I wouldn't even let my baby go around if they can't understand and tell me something.
Yeah.
Ain't happening.
That's true.
So as early as my child can understand what I'm telling them and be able to convey it to him, to mama told me you was like this, like get his motherfucking dirty, filthy ass up off of you.
Yeah.
So as early as my child can understand what's going on or what took place or what happened, I'm gonna tell them.
Yeah, I had a
opinion.
really, really difficult time, like, trying to figure out what the right way to do this was. Because, take my mom, for example, right? My mom took a stance of, I will never bad talk your father to y'all, right?
Yeah.
So we were able to learn our dad. We formed our own perspective of my dad, right?
And it never changed. The mannerisms, the stuff kind of stayed the same. So y'all understood.
So anyway,
Right on.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go
Right
too
on.
far into that,
Right on.
but so I always had a very similar view on it until I heard this story, right? Because I'm like, there's certain things that you can teach your kids as just a scenario.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to specify who it was, how it actually happened, nothing like that, right? But in a case like that, yeah, like you have to. You have to.
You don't have a choice. You gotta protect your. You gotta protect.
I don't care how good of a parent you are, because and I think they also said this is like, let's just say, let's change the situation up. This guy has killed somebody before. He did his time. He came out of jail. He's still gonna have to face that. Like, that kid's still gonna have to know what he's done.
100%, because you've killed. Who's to say you want? That was your first time killing.
Yeah.
That came from nowhere to others. So who's to say it won't come again?
Yeah.
Or whatever provoked you to do this act, you won't be provoked in that same way again. Hey, man, you got to protect your baby.
Yeah, in that case, I do agree. Tell the kid as young, as soon as they can understand, like you said, right? Yep. Because even though people do change, something like that is often cerebral. Yeah. Like, it could be something wrong with that person mentally, right?
Something that just triggered them.
Whether it's, let's say if it was like an alcohol-induced type of thing, or if it's just a chemical imbalance, right? Or, he could have had a messed up life, which caused him to react this way as well. 100%. So moving forward, I wouldn't want my kid, like you said, to move on, be with that person alone until I can see that person actively going to seek professional help, right?
Give a damn how good of a father you feel he is, or how good of a mother they are.
You have to go get some professional help.
Show me you're trying.
Show me you're trying, and you're making the necessary change for my comfort. Because I would feel like shit if I let my kid go with you, knowing you this type of person, and you did something heinous to my child.
At that point,
because then my kid ain't gonna have no parent.
There you go.
Because I'm going to jail.
Because now I got to do something to you.
I got to.
For failing my child.
And it's the only way I fail my child, and I got to live with this guilt. But I'd rather live with it knowing I got some type of justice for my child. Yeah.
Because I'm going to do you something.
I'm going to do something.
I'm going to do you something.
It's going to be just as heinous as what you did to them.
I'm going to do you something. I'm going to give me a broom, break it off at the end.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
And it's going to be bad. I'm going to break it off up in you.
You're going to be a scarecrow.
Oh, brother, listen. Hey, man. I hate to put God in these type of situations, but God willing, with all the strength of my body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may have failed my child by not explaining or not doing what I should be doing. Mm-hmm. But you finna feel that, bro.
Yeah. But on the flip side, on a situation that's not as bad as that, just to say, mom and daddy ain't get along, and
even cheating. Like, it's
that, like, don't.
You can situational.
Yeah, it's situational.
Those
mothers, don't badmouth the
fathers
dad
either.
or the fathers. Like, don't badmouth the other parent, man. These kids are very smart. If you doing the right thing and raising your child the right way, they'll see like the bad in their parents as they get older. Kids 1,000%. Are very smart. They are very attentive and observant.
They will pick up on all that shit.
They pick up on everything. If I see it on a regular basis.
If the mother or the father is half-assing, they gonna understand. They gonna know. If they continuously tell them they gonna do something and they not coming through,
they not there. They gonna see.
They gonna figure it out. They gonna when they get old enough to understand, just like I just talked about. Mm-hmm. Even without me telling them or without any of us telling them something, they're going to be able to understand it on their own anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then when that kid comes and talks to you, then you can open up and say, your parent did X, Y, and Z. This could be why. And even at that moment, I probably wouldn't badmouth them as far as tedious shit. I'm not about to be so buddy-buddy with my child where I'm like, oh, your mom was out here in them streets. I called her multiple times. Mm-hmm. I ain't talking about that kind of shit. Right.
Oh, your father was the month of September. Daddy was a Rolling Stone. I'm not doing, I'm not doing all of that. I'm not finna sit up and gossip with my child about their parent.
Right.
But if it's to the level of what we talked about, heinous issues or
they
something,
gotta know. Yeah.
They gotta know. They gotta know.
Because even like the tedious shit, you're not gonna do nothing but create a resentment in that child for that other parent.
Especially because
based off your bitterness.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
And then the child gonna start going to look for certain characteristics in that parent.
And they gonna lack respect for them and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you got a girl at home. Why you coming in at 2 a.m.? You used to do that to my mom.
Why you raising your voice? You gonna put your hands on me too?
Exactly. Hell nah. We not doing that. You know what I mean? But I think you was this your question about the mental capacity? And I think you said, what did you say? I was trying to remember it out. Biggest fear is something that plays your mental?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what you just said was like, what's your biggest fear, or something that often plagues you mentally? For me, for me is not living up to my full potential, or like wasted time. You know what I mean? Like, cause me personally, I know like I'm great, right? Like I know it. Everybody feels like they are, and you should in your own right. But for me, like there's nothing in this world that I haven't put my mind to and been at least good or decent at it, right? So I often think like, one, I'm running out of time. I feel like I'm pressed for time, but I don't want to. My last day on this earth, I don't want to feel like I've just been. I didn't do enough, right?
Been here, yeah.
Just wasted potential. So that often plagues my mind. Like I need to do X, Y, Z. I got to get this done. I know I'm able to do it, but I need to do it. Yeah. You know, I need to put that work in and show, and not just sit here and think about it all the fucking time. So that plagues me mentally. You know what I mean?
You think about that every day, all day.
Just about. Yeah. And that's what part of what drove me to like. Conversation off mic is not off mic when we first started the working out thing. Yeah. You know, I know what my body is capable of and what it can look like. Yeah.
It's the Coach Carter line, right? Our deepest fear isn't that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measurement. Right? It's he's basically saying like there's times where, like, I as much as I know that I can be great, is it too great? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's the problem with the it's too good to be true saying. It's, if I do this, what else is going to happen around? Because everything's going to go so great. Like, you really don't know. But
for me, that's not my case. The best way I can put it, somewhere along the way, it's like, I kind of lost that edge of competitive drive. Like something has to, or someone, something has to provoke me, right? Like if we was all to go play basketball right now,
I win.
And I hit 10 threes on you in a row.
That type of stuff, but I'm going to just laugh it off, right? No, I'm going to laugh it off. Hey, I'm not going to take y'all serious until y'all start talking shit.
Yeah.
So it's often I need something to
I've seen that.
Click that trigger, huh?
I said I've seen it.
In me?
Yeah.
Like, it takes for somebody to hit that trigger in me just to show y'all.
Prepare to be triggered, because if I hit 2, it's up.
But with
boom! and just right there, you'll never get the ball back.
But what's tricky with him is, like, it also depends who it is.
It's who it is.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I can talk shit to him all day, bro.
It's not going to bother me. I'm going to laugh.
He's not going to. But let his uncle say something to him.
Or my brother.
Like it's
a wrap.
I ain't gonna lie. Remember I told you I was hooping with your brother for a while. He was coming to our secret spot.
Yeah.
I was stepping over half.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
My boy just turned 39.
I got
all
him.
of 5'2".
I don't give a damn. I got him.
He on your team?
So as I come to the gym, you got somebody?
All of 5'2".
Yeah.
He tough though. One of them, we just talked about them small compact guards who tough. That's one of them.
I ain't playing against B.
But for me, you said it, bro, that wasted time.
Yeah.
And that's with everything in my life. You know what I mean? That's with my kids, relationships, me, wasted time, man. And you always feel like, I got time. Let me do this. And, man, time is the most precious thing that we take for granted because we keep getting up. And I keep going through it. You know what I mean? I keep going through it. I keep getting up, but I still feel like when I lay down, I'm always unfulfilled. And I know why. It's because I haven't done enough. I'm always thinking about what needs to happen, what I need to do. I should have done this. What more can I do? I can't do this because I'm doing this.
That part right there is what gets me. Yeah. But it's crazy that you say that about yourself, because as far as we know, from the time you wake up, I think you go to work or you take the kids to school, one of the two, and you work 2 jobs. Yep. You're a coach, and you there to attend all your kids' events.
I do a lot, bro, and I said that because just today, you know what I mean? it's Kyrie's birthday. You know, he got kids over. Although we did stuff throughout the week, you know, today's the day where he has friends over, and he's having a little get together or whatever. And you know, Brittany and Jahar's in the kitchen. Something happened with the dishwasher, right? I had my friend and her friend was over. They, you know, a couple, and they were doing something with the dishwasher. I'm like, what's going on? You know, she tell me whatever, and she goes, yeah, we at the end of it, you know, because I think they broke it or whatever. And I'm like, damn, you should just left it alone. I take care of it. And she was like, oh yeah, we always take care of it because you never here. And instead of letting it trigger me, I just started getting ready for the pod. And I'm just thinking, you know, my boy, he could sense it. He walked in where I was ironing it in my room where I was ironing it. He was like, you good? I'm like, yeah, bro, I just don't understand. You know, and that's that wasted time. That's that you don't know because you cannot satisfy everything that you have going on in your life. And I've grown so much that I can take, and she said it in front of her friend. But I've grown to a point where I don't even have to react. I said, okay, that's what we're doing. You want to do that today? And I just walked off. I let it roll off my back. You know what I mean? And for me, it's like, damn, like all the stuff you just described. Like, what do you mean I'm not fucking here?
Yeah.
Like what? Like when?
Well, it's tricky, right? Because it's like, yeah, you feel one way.
Yeah.
But you sometimes we forget the feelings of the others too.
Bro,
right?
and that's the part. That's why
Um,
I'd rather step back and not
argue.
and not argue and not because I can understand it. Okay, cool. In that moment, you were doing something you expect me to do, and I understand 100%. You probably had to have done more of that while I haven't been here. But damn, where's my grace?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's understandable. Hey, look, when I get up in the morning, taking Jahar to school, then I'm going to work. I'm leaving out when I may come home while y'all not there for a couple minutes just to change, just to go to another job. Get home at night, y'all sleep. One of those days out the week, I'm at basketball practice. Saturdays, Sundays, playing basketball. Then I got to leave one of those days after basketball, dropping them off, and come here with y'all. And we might have a few minutes or moments here and there on a weekend. I get it. You know what I mean? But now I can step back and be more mature about it and understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And we ain't even had no conversation about it. I'm having a conversation here with y'all about what took place.
I don't need to cut this out, right?
Huh?
I don't need to cut it out, right?
Nah, you good. You can leave this in. You cut this out where you saying need to cut it out. Nah, you good. But it's just like that's what I mean by wasted time. Like I go to sleep every night unfulfilled. I cannot. It's just not.
Because it's not enough time
in the day to fulfill
everything,
and everybody.
How did you word the question? Like, what is your deepest fear?
Your what is like your biggest fear or something that plagues you?
Yeah.
For me, missing the opportunity to make the best of every moment. Because,
say it again?
Like missing the opportunity to make the best of every moment. Because like you're saying, we're all so busy that time is going to get away from you. That's a fact. But appreciate the moment for what it is. So take right now, for example, right? If I come in here and I'm giving y'all the lowest energy that I can give y'all, if I leave from here and I don't make it home, the last thing y'all gonna remember is this low ass energy shit or whatever. Instead, I have to think of it as, all right, I'm gonna give y'all my everything because I'm gonna make sure that you can never say there was a dull moment with Dennis. You know what I'm saying? And this is for my friends, for my family, my kid, everybody. I have to understand that sometimes I'm carrying a burden of a lot of different things. And it starts to affect the energy in which I give that moment. Yeah. Sometimes I need to get out of my own way.
100%.
And now, yes, the burden is going to be there. I mean, that shit ain't gonna go nowhere. It's gonna be the stress. It's gonna be the worry. It's gonna be the frustration. Whatever it is, that's always gonna be there. But I can't let that affect the energy in which I give the other people around me. There's people that genuinely love you, that are always willing to talk to you, and to give them the half-ass interaction is unfair to them.
Yeah, and it's unfair to yourself. But what you just alluded to, I think is a big part of my issue. I think with the moments that we do have, if I maximize them, I probably wouldn't be mad. And that's why this is so important.
Yeah.
And that's why I come here when we had these conversations. It enlightens you to stuff you might not have had the answer, because I didn't have an answer in that moment when it happened. But now, hearing you say that, hearing you talk about wasted time, and then you alluding to what you said, that's just it. Because if I maximize the moments that we do have, although they're not a lot, I'm looking and it's playing back in my mind, even when we have moments like they're not maximized, you don't have maximum effort, you don't have maximum energy because I'm worn out. I'm giving you the worn out fade. And I get it, but that comes with the maturity. Yeah. It comes with the time. That comes with having conversations with your brother and actually hearing it.
Even self-reflection in its true self. Like understanding, bro, when you get up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror, it's like, all right, I know I could have done that better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have went a completely different way and handled it.
Having those moments by yourself means a lot.
Yeah.
Because it probably was a time where you didn't have those moments.
I legit told y'all about a moment earlier this week that I had, right? So playing it back is like, okay, the feeling is still there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, maybe I shouldn't have said what I said.
But this, you know, and we sit down and we talk and we get the feedback from the people. Man, people need these kind of conversations, man. This is everyday life. Right. This is real. This is raw. This is what all of us are actually going through real time. So people need to hear these things because they're going through it too. Yeah. You know, I've seen messages people have sent you. People have sent you. Yeah, I've seen messages people have sent me. And they just don't voice it or have a voice or have a platform. So I really appreciate, you know, us sitting down and being as vulnerable as we are when it comes to everyday life, just everyday life. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. As tired as I am, I'm still going to tell you, I am in a great space. Yeah. 100%. I don't give a shit.
Hey, and all that I do, I am okay. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Someday I come to y'all and I vent most times, or I go to my brothers and cousins chat and I vent to them. But after that, I'm cool because I know that it takes work in order to get to where you need to be. Exactly. And that's all this is right now. And it ain't even been that long. Like everything that I'm doing, it feels long because you're so tired. And you keep going. But it ain't even been that long. The work has to be put in. I don't care how long it took you to start understanding that the work got to be put in, but you have to understand that the work got to be put in whichever capacity and way that you're doing it. You got to put the work in. Yeah. And that's how I'm taking it right now. Right. That don't mean I can't complain. No. That don't mean I can't gripe.
I say it all the time. I say it all the time. I'm still going to talk shit. I'm going to do it.
It don't mean that I don't want to call motherfuckers bitches and hoes every now and then, but I'm going to do it. Right. I'm going to get up tomorrow. I'm going to go to the tournament, come back home and drop them kids off. I'm going to get up, and I'm going to go to work Monday. I'm going to go to practice. I'm going to keep doing it.
Shut my bitch ass up.
Yeah. But also within that, you cannot get caught up and wrapped up in that cycle either, because it's also stuff outside of that.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's where a lot of people get lost. And I want to say men. I don't want to make it strictly about men, but I want to say mostly men. We get caught up in waking up every day to punch the clock and come home, you know, work those hours for these companies, and then come home and being a father, being a husband or a spouse or significant other to somebody, being a dad, that sometimes we forget, like, shit, we got lives outside of this and shit and aspirations we want to do outside of all of that.
Making a means to something. Huh? I think that's what you're trying to say. Making a means to something. Yeah. I ain't doing all this
just cuz.
Hey, to the great Ja Rule, I ain't doing this shit for nothing. I ain't doing all of this for nothing, bro.
It's a goal in mind.
I'm not damn near killing myself towards the end of the week for nothing. Yeah. This happening for something. Right. It's going to pay off in some way.
I feel the same, you know, on the sobriety shit, right? It's like, I ain't not drinking to tell you, hey, I'm 600 days sober.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's nice to say, but that's not the bigger picture. The bigger picture is it wasn't doing anything good for me.
Yeah.
You know, and I needed to get away from it. I needed to allow myself the clarity that I've gotten to. So
only bad has happened when you've dealt with that.
Nah, I tell you myself, bro. I done had a drink here and there before. You ain't missing nothing. you not missing nothing, bro. That shit still tastes the same. Still get headaches the next day.
You know me. That's Ken version. My little tastes be good.
Nah,
I be straight.
It's
But you know
good
what?
going down.
I don't drink how I used to get crazy. Like I don't drink. I'm even at home. I'm a social drinker. You know, I drink socially out at home. Wherever I'm at, I drink socially. I drink to feel good, to where I'm talking and having a conversation. I'm laughing. I'm joking. I don't drink to be, you motherfucker, I beat all y'all last. I don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Them days long gone.
temperature Hennessy.
Oh no, Hennessy. You don't even got to drink a lot to get to that point with that Hennessy.
Art car.
Just don't talk about it. Just don't say
Ice. Like a cold.
This has been episode 35 of the Just Us Pod.
I need a cigarette.
Man, we'll catch y'all episode 36. I am Fade. That is Ken. That is Den.
Here's the thing. It's just us.
Just Us Pod. It's a good fucking episode.
Fuck, I need to go smoke.